you're putting up a possession block that you put
We chat with the Cavs. I hear you play. Give you the latest updates on the finals, and you get a chance to interact. Tune in now.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We'll watch the Phoenix Suns in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, they dropped the first matchup against this squad. They'll try to even the series in tonight's game. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people, the barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way, I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one of my favorite players coming up, Ernie. I mean, his
Starting in center, 7 feet 1 inch, number 21, Alex Len. The 6'6" guard from Kentucky, number 1, Devin Booker. At power forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 35, Mirza Teletovic. The other forward, standing 6 foot 8, number 12, TJ Warren. At the point, 6 feet 7 inches, number 00, Freak! The head coach of your home team. Let's hear it for your Phoenix Suns! The head coach of your home team.
On the road looking for a win against a Western Conference rival. The San Antonio Spurs are ready for this thing to get started. 2K Sports brings you Friday night NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan, and here with me tonight, Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. For the Suns, they continue their stretch of home games. They put together game after game, winning 5 games in a row. Fantastic stretch.
Kevin, this team has really actually come out of nowhere to impress everybody with how they've played thus far.
And there really was no reason for them to be on anyone's radar. I mean, coming into the season, most other teams looked a whole lot better, quite frankly, on paper, but that's why we play the games.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan. And it's Parker in at the 1 spot. Now here's Booker. Warren dishes to Freak. Parker with the steal. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Parker.
And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
Here's Warren down low. It's stolen by Duncan. Parker outside. The 3. Ball's knocked loose. San Antonio on defense. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. And that has to make you feel good as a group.
And It's Freak missing.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Leonard the pass to Ginobili. Shot clock at 5. Shoots off the step back. Rebound by the Suns. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And we're able to overcome what was a really poor shooting night. And you're not going to be able to win with a percentage as low as theirs that often unless you defend.
No style points earned for sure, Greg, in that game. But they did hit the big shots when they needed them. And oftentimes it's not what you do as much as when you do it.
Spurs trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Leonard, no luck. Phoenix has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Now here's Freak, covered by Parker. Here's Freak, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He talked a little bit about their defensive mindset, saying essentially that they're willing to sacrifice a little bit of space on the interior if it allows them to stay tight on their outside shooters. He said, listen, it's no secret they like to attack you from long range. That's what we're looking to stop tonight.
Thank you, Doris. Devising a strategy, Clark, to take away that three-point shot.
Yeah, I think it's an important part of the defensive game plan because teams nowadays are just too good to not defend them from behind the three-point line.
Mills, he's checked in for Parker.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Nobody near Leonard. Again, Leonard missing.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
Now here's Freak. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Good. Freak's got 10 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Inside, Duncan. Len grabs the board. And here's Phoenix. They're on a 10-2 run here. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Ginobili. And Freak throws it down.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Now here's Mills. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Nice shot by Ginobili.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Suns leading by 6. Here's Freak. Mills with the rebound.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for him.
Duncan with the screen for Ginobili. To the inside. A timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way. Duncan's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Freak. Off target at the rim. Spurs trail by 4. Takes it from 10. And it's San Antonio with another. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
And let's quickly jump to the 2K leaderboard to find out which point guards have been the highest scorers over the last month. Freak, number 1.
Being at the top of that list, I mean, he's obviously been able to take it upon himself to give his team an offensive jolt whenever they've needed it.
And that's value added for a point guard. I mean, when you're playing that position and you score and do the other things he does, he creates offense for his teammates, and he can get his own offense too.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Alex Len. Lure comes in for Mirza Teletovic. And Knight subbed in for Booker. And it's Freak missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Three-pointer. Can't get it. To go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Roten kicks to Mills. Outside Aldridge. Now here's Roten. Tight defense on him. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
Yeah, that's a super defensive play.
Here's Freak. On the court right now for the Spurs. The timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Duncan in at the 5 down low. Here's Teletovic. He hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure will change.
And it was the screen there, guys, that freed him up as he ran his man into it.
And then it was all acceleration, GA, to the bucket right after that.
Almost a backboard breaker.
Now here's Freak, following the miss by Tony Parker. Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. Freak kicks to Teletovic. Clock at 6. Knight wide open. And the 3 off target. Here's Ginobili. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Freak dishes to Teletovic. Pass to Freak. Kicks it to Booker. There's the triple. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
He just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
It's Parker with the drive. The shot by Duncan. Nobody around. Offline from the top of the key. Freak with it. Picked up by Ginobili. Spates sets a screen. Freak passes to Spates.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Ginobili. He's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
He's off on the second. Spurs trail by 4. It's Anderson with the drive. Aldridge kicks to Ginobili. Spurs working the ball around now. Puts it up. Not enough on that one as it misses.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Freak with it. He's picked up by Parker. Here's Freak. Basket made. That gives him 7 field goals in 13 tries. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. It's Parker with the drive. Beyond the arc. Again, the miss by Ginobili.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And the Suns making a change here. Len's checked in. Len, a screen. Here's Freak. Boom, he jams it straight down.